That was one of the things, like, you knew you had to get a good night's rest before playing y'all.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't ready to run, you're going to get your ass ran out of the gym.
You know, it's nice for you to say that, but I think, like, I remember we started the year, like, I had 31-5 or something, and I think what we noticed is, like, by the fourth quarter, teams were done.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times teams were done. They the relentless pace after makes getting it out, and I was just going and happy to throw ahead or happy just to take it, or if it's semi-transition or, you know, secondary break, we're straight into our drag action.
Mm-hmm.
We're spreading the floor, we're getting to it against the defense that's trying to get back.
Yep.
So as the game wears on and we're relentless with that, you know, I think that was as much a precursor, because that's the part maybe we don't talk about as much, is that relentless need. Now, our team's actually slowed down a little after that first year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so much so that I think even that first year, we'd be a bottom team in pace nowadays. So that's one of the things, like, we were thought of as the 7 seconds left playing with this crazy pace. Not even close to the way it's played today, right? Not even close. So I think, like, we were a precursor. I think there's an influence there. I think a lot more teams started to say, I don't have a Timmy, I don't have a Shaq.
Yeah.
You know, I got a guy that can kind of protect the rim. He's not skilled, so he hurts us in other ways. So how can we find? And so what's happened is the profile height and players has gone like this. Like, I think while today's game, offensively, I would have been even better.
Yeah.
Defensively, would have been harder.
Yeah.
It's hard for small guards in today's game. Like, anyone, like, unless you're like a big 6'3", like 6'3" and under, like, it's hard because the court is spread so far. You have to cover guys in space. There's less small players out there. You got to cover guys that are bigger, stronger, spacing, 5-out, rim rollers, whatever it may be. You're on attack at all times. And that position too. Like, you can try to hide and guard the 2 or the 3 or whatever on certain teams, but it's becoming harder and harder to do that because of the amount of shooting, the amount of length. Like, you know, there's always someone out there that can drive a closeout on good teams nowadays that are like the fourth option. Right? That's where the game is continuing to evolve and revolutionize. But I think, like, back then we were making teams fearful because they knew that they had to. If they didn't stay with us with the pace, it's going to be 20 points before you know it.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And then you can't get back in because you're tired.
Right.
So that was a precursor, but still, like, not even close to where we are today.